Hello friends, and welcome to the Architecture Enthusiast. High on Rome's ancient Caelian Hill, amidst a grove of stately umbrella pines and the hushed gardens of a monastery, stands one of the city's most peculiar and evocative churches, Santo Stefano Rotondo. Its very name, Saint Stephen the Round, hints at its unique form. Far from the typical Latin cross plan of most Roman basilicas, this church is a perfect, almost pagan-looking cylinder of brick, a silent, monumental echo of the Roman structures that once dotted the landscape. It is a place where history feels not just recorded, but physically present, layered in its stones and frescoes. The origins of Santo Stefano Rotondo are shrouded in the mists of the late Roman Empire. It's believed to have been consecrated by Pope Simplicius between 468 and 483 AD, making it one of the earliest Christian churches in Rome. The site's previous life is a matter of scholarly debate. Some theories suggest it was built atop a Roman macellum, a market hall, an ancient sanctuary dedicated to Mithras, or even part of a large villa. This architectural choice to build a round church was highly unusual for its time, and it speaks to a deep, perhaps even a defiant, connection to the Roman past. The church was designed as a massive circular structure with a central ambulatory, an open space for pilgrims to walk around the main altar, much like a Roman pantheon. The original plan was a work of truly staggering ambition and scale. It was a concentric wonder, consisting of 3 circular ambulatories. The innermost space, the central core, was delimited by a circle of 22 Ionic columns. This core had a diameter of roughly 72 feet, 22 meters, and was surmounted by a large drum, or tambour, of equal height and width. This drum was pierced by 22 windows, though most were later walled up. The central core was then surrounded by 2 lower, ring-shaped aisles. The innermost of these had a diameter of approximately 138 feet, 42 meters, and the now lost outermost ambulatory stretched to an immense diameter of 217 feet, 66 meters. 4 side chapels extended from the middle ambulatory, forming a Greek cross within the circular plan. A deliberate architectural fusion of Christian symbolism and Roman form. The sheer size of this original structure, its harmonious proportions, and its deliberate nod to Roman circular architecture, perhaps inspired by the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, made it a marvel of late antique engineering. Over the centuries, however, the church underwent dramatic transformations. In the 12th century, Pope Innocent II had the outer ring demolished, and the remaining structure was reinforced. The external walls were rebuilt, and the church took on the slightly more truncated form we see today. The changes, though practical, diminished the original grand scale but preserved the structure for future generations. While the architecture is a draw, it's the interior decoration that truly captivates visitors. The church's most famous and unsettling feature is the series of 34 frescoes that line the inner wall of the ambulatory. These frescoes, commissioned by Pope Gregory XIII in the late 16th century, depict scenes of martyrdom from the lives of various saints. The cycle was created by several Mannerist painters, including Antonio Tempesta and Niccolo Cercignani, known as Pomerancio. The scenes are graphic, and they pull no punches. In vivid detail, they illustrate the brutal and inventive ways early Christians were tortured and killed for their faith. We see Saint Sebastian shot with arrows, Saint Lawrence roasted on a gridiron, and Saint Stephen himself stoned to death. Other more macabre scenes include saints being boiled alive, torn apart by lions, or disemboweled. The sheer number and intensity of the depictions make for a profound and unsettling experience. The frescoes were intended to serve as a powerful teaching tool, a visual catechism of faith and sacrifice for the new priests being trained at the adjacent Hungarian college. They were a stark reminder of the ultimate price of discipleship, a theme that resonated strongly during the Counter-Reformation. Today, these scenes are a powerful testament to the artistic and religious sensibilities of a different era. Santo Stefano Rotondo is more than just a church. It is a vital part of the Caelian Hill's historical tapestry. The Caelian, one of Rome's 7 hills, was once a fashionable residential district for the Roman elite. The area is home to other significant sites like the Basilica of Santi Giovanni a Paolo, the Arch of Dolabella, and the ruins of the Claudian Aqueduct. The church's location connects it not only to the ancient Roman world, but also to the broader narrative of early Christianity in the city. The church's location on this hill, once an aristocratic neighborhood, raises questions about its patronage and significance. It was likely an act of bold Christian assertion, establishing a major place of worship in a space still dominated by pagan temples and Roman traditions. Over the centuries, the church has had a close relationship with the Hungarian College, which has its seat next door. This connection has made Santo Stefano Rotondo a spiritual and cultural hub for the Hungarian community in Rome. Despite its gruesome frescoes, Santo Stefano Rotondo is a place of profound peace. The hushed interior, with its massive columns and the central light from the drum, creates an atmosphere of solemn contemplation. The round shape itself encourages a sense of inwardness, a feeling of being in a self-contained, sacred world. The silence is often broken only by the distant sounds of the city and the echoes of pilgrims' footsteps on the ancient floor. To visit Santo Stefano Rotondo is to step out of the bustling modern city and into a space where the past feels tangible. It's a journey into a specific moment in Christian history, a time of both profound piety and stark violence. The church is a unique and essential piece of Rome's rich history, an architectural and artistic anomaly that stands as a silent witness to the city's enduring layers of time.